Hey again, it's Christina from Sunshine and Flora. So we are right in the middle of Christmas shopping season, and I wanted to film a video for you guys just to share some of my favorite things that I use in flower farming that would make really great Christmas gifts. So whether you are shopping for someone who is a flower farmer, or maybe just a gardener in general, or if you are a flower farmer yourself and you want to give ideas to someone to buy gifts for you, I have made a list of 10 items that I think make really great Christmas gifts. So let's just dive right into them. And before I get started, all of these items are linked down below in the description so that you can shop right after this video. So the first item on the list are books. Now, books always make a really good gift, whether it's Christmas, birthdays, anything. So I have listed 2 of my favorite flower farming books. The first one is by Lisa Mason Ziegler, and it is Cool Flowers. Now, if you have watched any of my spring flower planting videos, you have probably noticed that I mention this book in probably every video, even my seed starting videos. Cool Flowers refer to hardy annuals, and this book is all about planting and seed starting those type of flowers. I reference this book so much, I keep it very handy. It makes a really great gift item. It's also very easy reading. It gives facts about all of the hardy annuals. It is just a really handy book and gives tons of information. The other book that I have listed is one of Florette's books. Now, I had handy here with me A Year in Flowers, but the one that I think is the first book that you should get if you are getting into cut flowers is called Cut Flower Farming, or Cut Flower Garden. It's called the Cut Flower Garden, just so I have that correct for you guys. If you have not heard of Florette, they are an amazing resource for not only ordering seeds online, they do a lot of education. I took the Florette online class last winter and I learned so much. But she has 3 books out. The Cut Flower Garden is the first one, and it goes through so much information if you are just wanting to get started learning about growing cut flowers. The second thing on my Christmas list are boots. You have to have really good boots if you're going to work out in the mud. You can't wear your normal everyday shoes. I like to wear muck boots, and the ones that I have linked in the description are the shorter muck boots. They're not the ones that go all the way up to your knees. They go maybe 6 inches above your ankle. You can roll them down. I have 2 different pairs. They're waterproof, they're warm, they're comfortable. They make the perfect gift if you do not have something like this already in your shoe wardrobe. The third item on my list are a pair of Falco Pruners. Now, every good flower farmer needs at least 1 pair of really good pruners, and don't look up close to these because they are super dirty. I need to clean them for the season. But Falco is a very well-known brand of pruners. They have all different sizes and kinds. These are the Falco 6. I also know that the Falco 2 is a very popular one. I honestly don't know much about the difference between the 2, but mine are the 6 and I absolutely love them. These are what I use for pruning in the fall, trimming all of my cut flowers when I'm actually harvesting them, which is why they are so dirty. This is my go-to pair of clippers. Falco makes such a great line. Any of these would make a wonderful Christmas gift. Number 4 on my list are heat mats. Now, these are something that you use when you start seeds in the winter. So if you don't have some of these already, you're going to be needing them very soon. And I have 2 of them linked down in the video description below. One of them is a 10 by 20 size, which is the perfect size for your normal 72 cell tray. The other one is a 20 by 20 size, which I also have a couple of those. I find them very handy just so you don't have as many cords running. You can actually fit 2 of the normal 72 cell trays on those. But heat mats aid in germination for starting your seeds. A lot of seeds need to be started at that 70 to 75 degree temperature. So the heat mats are what you put underneath of your trays to sprout your seedlings. And then once they have germinated, then you turn the heat mats off and remove them. But they are really a necessity if you are growing cut flowers from seed. So I highly recommend purchasing some. Number 5 on the list is a hose wand. And one of these is the perfect gift for any gardener. This particular model is the one that I use, and I think I have about 2 or 3 of them. I use them at home in our landscaping and with my regular flower pots of annuals, but I also have one that I use here in my cut flower garden. Now I do run some drip irrigation, but there are always those spots in the garden that you need to water by hand, and one of these wands makes it so easy to do so. It also helps when I'm watering my seed trays when I've moved them outside in the spring to harden them off. It's a nice extension. It has a really nice handle to turn it on and off. And then the dial on the top has probably 10 to 12 different settings that you can use when you're watering your trays or filling your water can. It's just a really handy, easy, and durable model. Now the next item on my list is not gardening related, but it's something fun that I purchased that really worked well for my farmers markets. It's a chalkboard easel sign. It's double-sided, and putting this at my farmers market displays really just finished off the look. It also helped any customers coming by, see what I was selling, see the different bouquets that I offered and the prices without them having to ask me. It really made a nice display to finish off my booth. It's also pretty economical, so I think it makes a wonderful Christmas gift, and it may not be something that you think you need, but you really do need or want. All right, so the next item on my list is something I actually don't have. It's on my wish list of something I want, and that is a gorilla cart. Gorilla carts kind of take the place of a wheelbarrow. Now they're a 4-wheeled cart. They have a nice long handle, and it can really save your back from some heavy lifting and hauling around your garden. So I have 2 different models listed in the description below. One is a steel cart and one is a plastic cart that actually dumps. I think either of these would be great for your garden. I definitely want one, so if my husband is watching this video, this is a great idea for you. But I just thought that this was a great item to put on a wish list for Christmas and could be so handy for farming. Okay, so number 8 on my list are flower buckets from Johnny's. You can never have enough buckets when you are flower farming, and these are perfect. I use these when I harvest my cut flowers, but these are also the buckets that I use when I take flowers to farmers markets. They're black. These are 10-liter buckets. And the link down below, I think, is to the regular ones. I also have purchased the wide ones, and those are fantastic. I actually might even like those better. But they're from Johnny's. They come in sets of 10. They are 10-liter, and they are a must-have for your cut flower gardening. Okay, number 9 on the list is also something that I do not currently have but want, and that is a stem cutter. A stem cutter is kind of like a paper cutter, but heavier duty because you use it to actually cut your flower stems on the end of your bouquets. It can be a real time saver when you're putting together a lot of market bouquets. I do not currently have one of these. I think it could be really handy, so this may be something that I'm purchasing this year, but I thought it was a definite item to make the Christmas list. Okay, so we're up to number 10 on the list, and I had to put some of my merch on the list. I recently added t-shirts and some other items to my online store. I'm absolutely in love with them. I ordered a whole slew of these earlier this summer and wore them to every single farmer's market. So if you have your own logo and you want to be able to do this, there are a lot of different websites out there. I had mine printed locally, but I now have found a vendor that I can offer to you guys. And so these are on my website, sunshineandflora.com/shop. I have regular t-shirts, I have long sleeve t-shirts, hooded sweatshirts. It's just a fun gift item, I think it's a pretty cute t-shirt too. So if you need another t-shirt to wear in your garden, check out my shop. And there are a lot of different colors. I just think they're really fun, so I had to add those to the list. Okay, you guys, so that does it for my Christmas gift list. I hope this was a fun video for you guys to watch, and I hope it gave you ideas for shopping for this holiday season. Stay tuned for a lot more before the end of the year. I'm going to be doing a 2022 recap video. I'm going to share my plans for 2023, and I do have a fun giveaway video coming up too, so stay tuned for that. We'll see you soon.